Are you one of the 25% of Americans who are going to get some kind of a Christmas bonus? And if so, do you have a plan for what to do with it? Getting a bonus can make a huge difference when it comes to hitting our various financial goals. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 7 things that you might want to consider doing with that bonus to help you not only in the here and now, but also down the road. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sarah, and this channel is It's All His, where we talk about helping you manage your money confidently and with biblical wisdom. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos coming out in the new year. I post here at least once a week. So let's dive into the 7 things you might want to do with your Christmas bonus. Now remember, all of these 7 things are not something you have to apply. These are just suggestions, things that are going to help you think through what to do with that money so that it doesn't all just kind of fritter away and then the end of December comes and you didn't use any of it to get you where you want to be financially. The first thing you may want to consider doing if you get a Christmas bonus is giving right off the top. In fact, that's what I would do if I had any kind of a bonus coming in. Here at It's All His, we believe that everything we have is His, it's God's, and He decides how much of it He's going to allow us to manage. We are just stewards of what He's given us. So I would give generously right off the top to my local church, to a ministry that is important to me. I would make sure that a portion of that money is going back to kingdom business. Proverbs 11:25 reminds us that a generous person will prosper, and whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Even a small portion of that bonus can have a real impact. When we're giving, we align our hearts with gratitude, and we also practice trusting that God is going to provide for our needs. All right, the next thing you might want to consider doing with some of that bonus is helping to boost your emergency fund. If you have an emergency fund already, maybe this amount or some of this bonus can help you get that to be a little bit bigger. Perhaps you have 3 months of expenses, but you know you'd feel more comfortable with 6 months or more. Or maybe you don't have an emergency fund yet. I made a video about emergency funds and how to know how much your emergency fund should be. I will link that down in the description below. When you're finished here, go watch that and see, do I have the right emergency fund? Do I need more? Do I have any at all? Because if you don't, you should have something. You should be working on building even a baby emergency fund to help you. Having some margin in your life brings peace when the unexpected happens, because we know those unexpected things are going to come up. It's one of the best fruits of biblical stewardship, and I highly encourage you to make sure you have some kind of emergency savings, and this Christmas bonus might be the thing that can kick that off for you. The third thing you might want to think about doing with some of that Christmas bonus is paying off any high interest debt that you're carrying. This is such a powerful way to use that windfall of money, because you're not only paying off the past, you are freeing up money for your future, and you're helping yourself not have to pay interest over time. You're saving yourself money and you're buying yourself freedom. The fourth thing you might want to think about doing with that Christmas bonus is planning ahead for known expenses that are coming. This could be things like a car insurance bill that's due once a year. It could be a vacation that you're planning for, or a medical procedure you know you're going to have and there's going to be a bill. Maybe it's even something like the next Christmas season so that you're not in debt for Christmas. Perhaps you're planning for a family celebration that's going to be coming up in the new year, or birthdays. There are lots of things that we know are coming that are not part of that regular budget. I made a video about sinking funds. Those are funds that you use to save up for those known expenses that are coming down the road. I'll link that video down below if you want to learn more about how to make sure that those known things don't derail your budget. But the Christmas bonus, this could be a way for you to start setting aside some of that peace of mind toward things that you know are going to come, and you're just kind of hoping you're going to be able to take care of them when they get here. Instead of hoping, you can be prepping and preparing like a wise steward. The fifth thing you might want to think about doing with that Christmas bonus is investing in your future. If you've got that high interest debt paid off, now is the time to really make sure you are getting the most out of the time you can have to invest so that you can let that compound interest work for you. And this time of year is a great time to look at those retirement accounts and say, well, have I maxed out my Roth IRA, or have I reached the contribution limit for my 401k? Even if you're not even close to those limits, this is a great time to start putting a little bit more of that money away before you get a reset in the new year. These small steps compound over time, and you will be so glad that you used some of this money to invest in the future. The sixth thing you might want to think about doing with that Christmas bonus is investing in yourself. Maybe that looks like taking some kind of a class or earning a certificate so that you can increase your earning potential or make yourself more hireable. Maybe it looks like taking some money and investing in starting a side business, something that's going to earn you more money, or maybe it's just something that's a joyful hobby that you know is going to just give you satisfaction. Maybe you can use it to bless others throughout the new year. Maybe you want to invest in being healthier, so you're going to get a gym membership or purchase some equipment for your house or a new pair of walking shoes. Whatever it might be, find something that you can invest in yourself and glorify God in the process. The seventh thing you might want to consider doing with that Christmas bonus is pretty fun, and that is enjoy some of it. God gives us all things richly to enjoy. He provides for our needs, and we're allowed to enjoy the blessings that he gives us. So have some fun with that money. Buy a gift for somebody that you love. Treat yourself to some pampering, or maybe you get to go out to that restaurant you've been so diligent. You haven't been going out to eat. You've been cooking at home. Treat yourself there. Set aside a little chunk of money so that you can go to your favorite coffee shop once a week for the next few months. Do something that is going to just produce dividends of joy in your life and in the people that you love. Be generous and have fun with it. It doesn't all have to be used for practical financial goals. You're allowed to enjoy it too. You obviously don't need to do any or all of these things, but maybe choose one or two that are going to move you closer to more financial peace and security and stability. Pray about it. If you're married, talk to your spouse about it. What are we going to do? How are we going to use this chunk of money towards the various goals that we have, and have a little bit of fun along the way, and be generous. And be sure to give that bonus a purpose that is going to help you and glorify God before all of that December spending is out of control and it's gone. If you're getting a bonus this year, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let us know how you're going to use it. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, share, do all those wonderful things that help the channel so that more people can find biblical stewardship and encouragement. Thanks for watching.